Hi guys, so one of the issues that I'm having with my car is when I turn the AC on, I was getting a lot of electrical burning smell from the vents. And when I tried the settings, one thing I started noticing was when I turned this off, the passenger side air, and I just left this one running, I wasn't really getting that smell. It was only time, when I was running both of them, I was getting more of a smell. So I posted it on the forum, and a lot of people had different views. Some of them told me that my resistor, which controls the blower motor, might be bad, and a lot of different thoughts, right? So today what I'm going to be doing is troubleshooting it, try to find out. So in the air conditioning system, guys, there's not much. If you're getting a smell from your vents, that kind of points towards the only place, where the air comes from. And that is the blower motor area. That's the only place where the atmospheric air gets into the blower motor, goes through the cooling system, from the cooling radiator, whatever you call it, the condenser unit, and kind of passes through the cool coils and provide you that cool, fresh air. And so something got to be in that area. I don't know if it's a burned wire or what's causing that smell. But the weird part is, it doesn't come on slow speed, it comes on faster speed. And maybe it's just during the slow speed I'm not stressing the motor too much. Maybe that smell is coming from the motor. It could be that when I put in both of them on, it's a lot of stress and load on that motor, which is probably getting weak, based on the mileage on the car and the age. So I don't know anything yet. The first thing I'm going to start doing is disconnect the battery and then go into disconnecting the blower motor assembly and try to see if I can see the smoking gun right there. So let's start with disconnecting the battery. And the first thing I need to do is disconnect the battery. So I disconnected the battery from here, and I disconnected this right here. I think it's number 10, and this is number 13. This goes right here. And I just disconnected the both terminals. A lot of people just do one. I'm just doing both. And the blower motor is right here. So there is a cover, and this is the cover. There are 3 plastic tabs, which I took off. And once you remove these 3 tabs, this cover just comes off. Now once the cover is off, you may want to get rid of this bar, because eventually we're going to have to take off this whole thing, and it's going to help a lot. So I'm going to go ahead and unbolt that. And there are screws, and there is a really good video that I did on how to get rid of this panel and get it removed. So I'm going to leave the link below, because I have removed this before, but this time I think either the blower motor is bad or the resistor that controls the blower motor is bad. Basically I removed the 2 screws, one from here and there was one back here, and the way I accessed this one was through here, and it takes T25, and I was able to undo these 2 screws, and they kind of look like this. Then I had this plastic cover right on top of here, so I lifted that and I undid this terminal. And guys, make sure your battery terminals is off. Battery is disconnected, because you're gonna make a mess and blow something up. You definitely don't want to do that. So don't do that, because I've been there and I've learned my lesson the hard way. So anyways, now this is all off. I can just throw it anywhere I want since my battery is disconnected. And here's the actual blower. So to get to that, as you can see, there are screws. Again, look at my video, and I'm just gonna go ahead and unscrew those and get this out. You may have to undo this as well, because you're not gonna be able to get this out unless you have this thing out of the way. This thing you definitely want to do is here's what I've done to hold my hood up straight. And it's very simple, guys. All you have to do is lift this pin. There's a groove right here. You can take a screwdriver and just pry it out just a little bit, and while somebody is holding the hood, all you have to do is just yank it out. So it goes in right here, and once you lift this pin, it's going to release that grip, and from inside it looks like this. So once you lift this, just take it out a little bit. You should be able to just yank this out right from here. And to put this back, it's all just put it in and snap it in. That's how easy it is. So do it for both sides while somebody's holding the hood, and just get a support so you're holding this straight. What this will do is give you full access to work in this area, you know, so it's going to be much more easier for you to take this out and reinstall this. So I've already removed one of the screws. I'm going to go ahead and remove these screws and get to the actual blower motor. Okay, so I removed all the screws, and now all I'm doing is just lifting this up. So as you can see, I have a different type of grill right here, and you'll see in my other video, I'll leave the link below, is I had to replace this because this had gone bad over time, you know. So this is only to prevent, you know, stuff going in. And there's the sensor cable that I'm going to go ahead and remove this. So now this is just a cover, as you can see, and I got the cover out. Put this here with the sensor, and this is the actual blower motor. So to remove this, we're gonna have to remove these big ones. The small ones, so I don't think you need to, but there are a couple big ones. I think there's some on the back. Then we're gonna go ahead and remove this and go from there. And you may have to disconnect some of the wires, and we'll get to it. Okay, so there were 4 screws. I removed one was from here, I think one was back there. So remove this this sensor right here, sensor wire. I'm just gonna leave it there, and just let's see if we can just lift it out. So there's another wire right here. It also needs to be removed. There you go. So lift this out, and this whole motor came off. And no doubt I smell something burned inside, and that's the exact same smell that I was smelling inside the cabin. So we're going to try to see what is wrong with this thing, and this is what it looks like. It looks like from here. These are the 2 filters that we have, and overall it looks pretty clean from here. So we'll try to figure out what the problem is. Okay, so this is the back of the blower motor, and this is your blower motor resistor, and this is what normally goes bad on these vehicles. This kind of control the fan speed and you know, all the controlling. So I'm suspecting this is bad. So just make sure you disconnect these wires first, these 2. This is basically going to the motor, the actual motor, and you can check the motor by checking the resistance on this particular piece, you know, because that is what's driving the actual fan. So it's possible that your motor has gone bad as well, but that is something that you can test easily. Okay guys, so another test I did, you know, just to make sure my blower motor was not bad, but it seems like the blower motor is definitely bad. Because if I touch these 2 wires, I should be getting some impedance reading, and this is the connector for the blower motor, and all I did was check the impedance across these 2 wires, and I'm supposed to be getting a reading, but it's open circuited. And you know, I shook it around just to make sure I have good connection, and guys, nothing. That tells me the motor is just an open circuit, and I have no doubt that this is bad, so I'm going to need another motor. So guys, just out of curiosity, I want to open this up and see the motors. There were 2 screws at the very bottom of this unit, and there were 4 screws right over here. Remove those, and seems like there's a clip right here and a clip right here somewhere. So I'm going to try to get this out and see if I can get to the actual motor. Okay, so there were a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 screws. You know, I think I showed you 6. There were 2 more to get this cover off, and finally I can see the motor, and here you go. You can see the burn mark. Let me see if I can get some light, and there you go. Okay, I can definitely clearly see that how the motor was burning, and eventually gave up. So all that smell, guys, was coming right from here. So that's what you need, basically. I've seen a lot of issues, people complaining about the smell, burning the smell. So here it is. On eBay you can buy the entire thing, the whole assembly, and again, it's up to you if you want to get the whole assembly and just put it in, or you just want to order the motor. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to just find the motor itself. I may just grab a used blower motor and put it together, but this is the culprit, guys, for the Beamers. If you're getting a smell, it's coming right from here. I searched around the internet all over the place, could not find a single place where everybody kept telling me, hey, this might be bad, but the smell, it's not going to cause the smell. That's what I was wondering, because I'm smelling this thing and I don't smell anything bad. So if these go bad, you'll see a speed difference in your blower and all that stuff. But if you're getting a smell, an actual burning wire smell, that's coming right from here. So change it before it fails on you and you're left with no AC. In fact, the smell was coming for quite a while. If I was running this on a very low speed, I wasn't getting the smell. But again, when I was running one day on full blow speed, it kind of gave up on me. So with that, guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to see what parts I can get together and get this thing replaced. Another thing is, if you have a really old filter, change it. I think mine is due. I never replaced it. I think I cleaned it and put it back in, but it may have caused a stress on the motor. That's probably why it burned up. I don't know. I had a lot of leaves last time I removed this area too, so that could have contributed to that as well. So again, change your filter while you're doing all this job, and this should take care of the issues that you may have. Guys, again, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Thank you.